All right, today we are talking about addition and subtraction. And the first thing that I need you to do is I need you to think back to the beginning of the year. Because you should have gotten a baggie that contains some stuff that looks like this, right? Right. So pause this video and go grab this baggie of stuff, grab a whiteboard and a whiteboard marker, and then play the video when you have that. All right, so now that you have all your materials, we are going to be working with the standard algorithm, okay? And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add using the standard algorithm. So if I had 128 and I asked you to add 793, what would you do? Using the standard algorithm, you would start in the ones place and you would add 8 and 3. So 8, 9, 10, 11. But you wouldn't just write 11 like that, right? No. You would make sure that 11 has 1 10 and 1 1. So in the ones place, you're going to put a 1. Then you're going to carry that 10 over to the tens place. And then you're going to add this row of numbers together. And always remember to show your work and show how you carried so you don't forget to add numbers. And notice how I'm keeping my work organized. Okay, so 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 plus 9 is 12. So then 12 has 1 10 and 2 1s. So you're going to put the 2 here, and you're going to carry the 1, okay? Then you're going to add this row of numbers together, 7, 8, 9. So your answer is 921, and then you are going to circle it. Okay? All right, so let's do another one, but this time we are going to use subtraction. All right? So if I gave you this number, and remember, I need you to write this down on the board with me. All right, nice and big, and I need you all to follow along with me, okay? So, using the standard algorithm, I know that I have to subtract. One thing that I've noticed that a lot of you are doing is you're starting in your ones place, and you are taking this 8, and you are subtracting 2 from 8. That is wrong. Do not do that, okay? What you need to do is you need to borrow. Because look, let me show you something. If I have my Unifix cubes, and I have 2 cubes, and then down here, I have 8 cubes, okay? Can I take 8 away from this 2? No, I cannot take 8 away from 2 cubes because there's only 2 cubes. So what I need to do is I need to borrow from this 4, okay? So I am going to cross off this 4, because remember, it's technically 40, so I'm borrowing a 10 from this 4. What I'm going to do is I'm going to carry that 10 and put it right next to my 2. So now it looks like it's 12, right? Okay, but then remember, you took a 10 away from this 40, so now this 4 becomes a 3. Okay, and make sure that you're writing all this work down so you don't lose track. All right, so now I can take 8 away from 12, right? So I have 12, take away 8, that's 4. And I record my 4 just like that, okay? And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 minus 5. So if I have 3, can I take 5 away from this 3? No, I cannot. So I need to borrow from my 8. And we are going to get 100. Because remember, you can't take 30 from 50. But if it becomes 130, if we carry over that 1, And technically it's just 13 now. So if we have 13, take away 5, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, that's 8. Or if you think about it as 130 minus 50, it's 80. Then the next thing you're going to do, or before you subtract, you should have made sure that this was a 7, right? Because we took away 100, so now it's 700. And then you're going to take 7 from 6. And you can do that because if you have 7, you can take 6 away, right? So then you have 1. And then you're going to circle your answer because you should have gotten 184. All right? So let's do another one. So if I have, let's do 237 minus 129. All right, and let's use our cubes. Okay, so we might be stuck. So if I have 7, oops. Can I take away 9 from this 7? No. So let's think about this. Let's build this first number with our cubes, okay? So I have 2 10 stacks, or 2 100 stacks, right? This is 2. Then I have 3 10 stacks, okay? And then I have 7 ones, all right? So I have 237. All right, so first I take my ones, and I want to take away, let's do it like this. Oops. There we go. All right, 237. I want to take away 9 from this 7. So how am I going to do that? I can't. There's not 9, so I can't take it away, right? But remember, we can borrow from this place, right? From our tens place. So I'm going to borrow 10 because my neighbor is really nice and he is going to let me borrow 10 so that way I can take 9 away. But now, what do I have? I have 220 and I have 17. Okay, so remember, I need to cross off this 3 because I borrowed a 10, so now it becomes a 2. And then this 7 becomes 17 because let's put the 2 on this side. That way we don't get confused. All right, so then 17 because I borrowed 10, right? So I'm going to take 17 minus 9, and what is that? It's 8, right? Okay, so now we have our ones place taken care of. Okay, now we need to take 2 away from 2. Can we do that? Of course we can do that. We get 0, right? Okay, now we need to take 200 away from 100, or 2 away from 1, or 1 away from 2. Can we do that? Yes, we can. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Then you get 108, and you circle it, right? Okay. Let's try one more. Let's do 206. Oops, that's a bad 6. Let's do 264 minus 175. All right. Now, I have two 100s, because I'm going to build this first number, okay? Just build the first number. I have two 100 stacks, right? Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 stacks. So this is 60. Then I have 4 ones. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, I need to take 5 away from 4. Can I do that? Can I take 5 away from this 4? No, right? So what do I need to do? I need to borrow, because my neighbor is super nice and he is going to let me borrow one of his 10 stacks. But wait, what just happened? You have to record it. So remember, this 6 turns into a 5. This 4 becomes 14 because I borrowed 10, right? So now can I take 5 away from 14? Of course I can. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. So we have 9, right? Okay, and then I need to take 5 away from 7. Can I do that? 50 away from 70? I can take 50 from 70, but I need to subtract 70 from 50, right? So I cannot take 7 from this 50, or 70 from this 50, right? So what do I need to do? I need to borrow from my other neighbor, and he's going to give me a 100, okay? So he's giving me this 100 because he's super, super nice, and then I have those 5. So what's that going to turn into? 150, right? And then this 200 is going to turn into a 100 because I only have one left. All right, and then 150 minus 70 is 80, right? So we put an 8 here. Then we need to take 1 from 1, and that's just 0. So our answer is 89, and then we circle it. All right, so we've been working really hard with subtraction, all right? So I'm gonna give you some example problems, and I need you to complete them on Seesaw,